All right, we're working on fin number 1 today. The idea for fin number 1 is it's going to have 3 accordions, one on each side that'll open up this way, and then one that attaches at the bottom, and it's going to flip down from the bottom. So we are working with the, what's the name of this collection? The Four Seasons by P13. This is summer. So let's get started. First, we're going to start with scoring and doing some of the basic assembly. All right, for the scoring, first we're going to start with the base page. The base page is 8 1/4 inches wide by 5 inches tall. We're going to score this at 1/2 inch. And these are all going to be pocket pages. So we're going to score a pocket. The pocket pages are, the base pages are 7 3/4 inches wide. Yeah, 7 3/4 by 4 1/2. The pockets are 8 1/4 by 5. And we're going to score 3 sides at 1/2 inch. Flaps for page number 1, the 2 that open up from side to side, those are 8 1/4 inches. We're going to score at 1/2 inch, 3/4, and 4 1/2 inches, so they're going to be gusseted. There are 2 of those. And then the accordions, the first one is 7 1/4 by 9 1/2. We're going to score the 9 1/2 inch side at 1/2 inch and 5 inches. And then the other accordion piece is 7 1/4 by 5. We're going to score the 5 inch side at 1/2 inch. Okay, so the first thing that I think we need to do is add the accordion flaps that are going to open from side to side. And the way these are going to work, varnish these down. They're going to sit here like this, and I probably should have scored the other side, but that's okay. They're going to fold this way. And then this one will fold the opposite direction, and we're going to have an image that once it's all together it's gonna be one whole image and be cohesive. And I think we're going to need some magnets for this. So I'm going to go ahead and get these glued down, and then I'm going to glue down the, actually we need to do the pocket first. Oh, almost made a big mistake there. Pocket needs to go down before the rest of it. So we're going to shallow miter the corners on the pocket and glue the bottom flap to the back of the side flaps, and that will make it easier to get the insert in and out. If you glue the side tabs to the back of the bottom flap, the insert is going to catch here on the bottom flap a lot more easily, whereas if you do it this way, it'll slide in and out of the pocket a little more easily. So let's go ahead and glue that down. And I apologize if y'all can hear my desk creaking. If the audio gets to be too bad, I'll just do a voiceover. That up a little bit because that corner is, not sure why that did that. And now we're going to glue the pocket down. We want to make sure that we don't overlap this score line here. And I usually use wet glue for this because it holds, I find it holds a little bit better than even double-sided tape. Of course, I don't use score tape. So score tape might work even better, but scrapbook.com's tape is pretty good. I just find that wet glue has a slightly better hold, and art glitter glue has about 2 seconds of wiggle room, which sometimes I need that in order to get everything lined up correctly. All right, there is that. Now we're going to add the side accordions on top of the pocket, and then we'll add the bottom accordions inside, and we may need to trim those up just so that they will fit inside the side flaps. In fact, I'm going to double check the side flaps when we need to trim. Looks like we're going to need to trim a little bit off the top on those, just to keep them even with. That one's okay. So I just need to trim just a hairline off the top of that one. had to seriously mess with this to get this to work the way I intended it to. So I'm going to have to rearrange the how the scores are laid out on these outer flaps. I'll be sure and put the actual score locations down here. But I think we've got it all together. There are a lot of magnets in here. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 10 magnets to hold this all closed. So let's go ahead and get all the mats put down, and then we're going to put together the insert for the top pocket. And that, I think, will be it for page number 1. Well, apparently when I trimmed the mats for these inner pages for 2 and 3, I trimmed them a little too short, but I think this washi tape is going to be pretty close to exactly the width that I need there to make up that gap. So now the question is, I actually think I like that side better, but I wouldn't want to cover that up if that was. We're gonna go with this side. And because we're not gonna have a whole lot of weight on these pages, we can just use ATG. But for the washi tape, is notoriously good at peeling up, so I think I'm gonna add just a strip of glue if I can find the end of the washi tape. I know it's on here somewhere. There it is, I think. Yep, there we go. Okay. So I'm just going to lay down a strip of glue after I clean the nozzle off. And normally I would use a bit of an old gift card or something to cut it. I don't have one sitting here, so maybe this will work. Nope, that is just wanting to pull. Alright, so that is page 1 and 2 finished. Let me grab the base page for page 3 and 4. And I don't want to grab the top one for reasons. Let me get that scored. So with it scored, it'll be easier to position the mat for page number 3. And just like with page number 2, I'm going to attach it with ATG and then glue a strip of washi tape along the top. And the washi tape is kind of warped there, so I'm going to trim that warped section off, square up that edge. Okay, so we're on to page 4. I've already assembled the pocket that's going to go on the base page. And the inspiration for page number 4 is actually a purse. And I've done a couple of pages that are inspired by purses or clutches. So this one is going to have a gusseted flap that comes over the top, and a closure. And this is the gusseted flap, and the dimensions are 7 1/4 by 4 1/4, and it's scored at 1/2 inch and 3/4 of an inch. And the closure is 2 inches by 3 1/4. We're going to score the 3 1/4 inch side at 1/2 inch and 3/4 of an inch. And we're going to put 5 pockets on this thing. The first pocket is going to go the entire width, and the dimensions are 8 1/4 by 4, and we're scoring the 2 short sides and 1 of the long sides at 1/2 inch to create the pocket. And then we've got, on top of that pocket, we're going to mount 2 pockets that are 4 5/8 by 3 inches, and we're going to do the same score. It's actually 2 of the long sides that we're scoring at 1/2 inch, and then the short side we're scoring at 1/2 inch. So I'm going to do that twice. We've got 2 of these. These are going to be mounted side by side, and I may have to go in and make some modifications. I will do a dry fit before trying to put all this together. And then we have 1 more pocket, well, 2 more pockets. These are 4 5/8 by 2 inches. So So I'm going to score all these at 1/2 inch. And then just like with the page size pocket, we're going to glue the bottom tab to the backs of the side tabs. And we're going to use a magnet on the closure to hold everything together. I'm gonna miter these tabs here and may end up having to change it if they don't fit. It's a good thing I did a dry fit on the full width pocket because it was not going to fit. It was off by, I'm not even sure if that was a 1/16 of an inch. It was just enough to be noticeable. So these are going to sit right here, and then the other one is going to sit over here. And I just want to make sure that they will fit side by side before I glue everything down. And it looks like these are going to fit. So I'm going to glue the mats that go up here down first. And I think I need another mat like this first. So let me trim another mat to these dimensions. Let's see, what do we need? That's 7 1/8, so we need 6 7/8 wide. And we're gonna go 1.5 inches tall. Okay, so these mats ended up being 3 3/8 by 1 inch and 7/16, it looks like. It's just a hair under 1.5 inches. And then we're gonna glue these down. am finally almost out of my second bottle of Alien, so I think I'm just going to go to art glitter glue for the rest of this fin. And I'll take whatever little bit is left in that bottle and I'll dump it into the teensy tiny bit that's left in my first bottle. And then crack open the third bottle. I bought a 3-pack, like, gosh, how long ago did I buy that? It's been probably 9 months ago. So I try to reach for the Aleene's first just because it's so inexpensive compared to art glitter glue or, gosh, ATG. I reach for ATG when I want something that's gonna grab, or if I just want to get to the end, I'll grab the ATG. But okay, before I attach the last set of pockets, I'm going to glue down the closure. It's going to go right here. And it's going to have a magnet on the back. We'll figure out the placement of the magnet when we attach the flap that's going to come over the top. But I do want to miter these. Just in case. And it's going to be covered by the smaller pockets, the last set of pockets. And I'm just going to eyeball the center here. As long as nobody's going to break out the ruler, it's not really going to matter. So let's dry fit this last set of pockets and mat them. And I'm going to put y'all on fast forward. Okay, for the top flap, I am going to dry fit this so that the edge of the top flap is just inside the fold here. And I'm going to mark a spot just inside the pocket over here. And then we're going to trim that much off, which is, it looks like it's about not quite 1/4 of an inch, probably 3/16 of an inch off, so that it will fit inside the pocket. Sorry folks, this video has gone a little bit longer than I expected. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more videos like this. I release new videos every Sunday and Wednesday, and we will see you guys next time. The next video that we'll post will be for bin number 2. Bye!